Hey fellow Dungeon Masters, Trevor here with NTSD Gaming, and I want to know how you want to do this.
This is our vegan leather DM screen. We created this product to allow DMs as much flexibility and functionality as we could. So we wanted to take a minute to show off some of these really amazing features. We're really excited about these. As you can see, we've used a double ring clasp, which accommodates anything you add to this screen. It holds also neatly behind the screen when it's in use when you're playing with your players. There are 2 magnetic strips to each panel, the top and a little below the middle, so you can put any reference papers you have anywhere you want on this screen, just based on what you need it for. The idea is you do this how you want. These little character quick reference sheets that you're seeing me put up are things that we've actually developed. They're double-sided, though you can only see the one side right now. We're probably going to be including them with the Kickstarter if you purchase them as part of your bundle. They're pretty great. They're great little quick reference things for when you need the numbers in front of you but don't have a ton of space. That dice tower you can see on the right with the rolling tray below it is something that will also be included. Can't see it right now, but it does collapse down and sits alongside your DM screen as you see. It also is big enough to accommodate your standard 22mm dice and also the big chunky 33mm. If you ever have a situation such as I frequently do where you roll that natural 1, we have added a dice jail that sits atop our screen and just places nicely on top there. You can take that natural 1 and you can toss the dice in there. Great resource for when you are extremely frustrated by your dice. You will also see we have added some initiative trackers up at the top. They're great. You can actually use wet erase pen on them, so you can add different conditions like poisoned and paralyzed, and they also retain the order of combat, which is great because you can use it for your reference and your players can use it for their reference at the same time. One of the great ideas that Megan came up with when we were developing this was the addition of a whiteboard that magnetizes to the DM screen itself, as you can see right now. Really, really great because instead of using Post-its and sticking them to things or scratch paper that you would often have to use, you can just write things with a dry erase pen on the board and erase them as you need to. You can also see that the magnets actually still work on the corners of this white erase board at the top and at the middle as well. The other great thing is you can actually magnetize through the front of the screen as well as the back. So if you want to show your players different monsters that they're going to be fighting and add a certain amount of drama that way, you can certainly do that. We also have these grid squared wet erase boards that you can use. You can draw maps on them and give them to your players, and they actually have magnets on the back so they will magnetize to the screen as well if you need them to. And of course, the great thing about this DM screen as well is that when your session is done, you don't actually have to unload the darn thing. You can just leave everything as it was for your next session, close it all up, and because there's some adjustability in that double ring clasp, it holds all together. Nothing has to change. This is the way it is. This is another thing that we're really excited to add to the Kickstarter coming up. This is a canvas tote that we're going to be developing and customizing to add to one of the higher level reward tiers of the campaign. It's a really high quality item. We're going to have it customized to include everything you could need to bring. We're really excited about that as well. We'll be launching this Kickstarter at the end of July. Sign up using the link in the description below for updates and to get notified when we go live. We'll see you around the table sometime.